There is a lot more to teaching a preschool classroom than just putting finger paint out for kids to play. Teachers need to understand the standards that the state has established as high quality instruction. They need to understand social emotional development of children. They need to understand language development, how to include kids with special needs, as well as how to keep kids engaged in learning.
I was astounded by how many of my friends go, they kicked a kid out. And I go, do you realize that this is a child that is 0 to age 5, and they kicked this child out? And it's astounding when you tell people that does
we misunderstand the importance of really teaching them the social emotional piece of things. And what we find is kids who get that social emotional piece in early childhood do better cognitively when they get to elementary school. We want to push them early so that they're getting smarter and smarter, but the reverse is actually happening because we're not giving them the tools that they need to self-regulate, to be able to calm themselves, to be able to think for themselves.
Previous special school district administrator, I often had kindergarten teachers who within the first day or two of kindergarten would come to me and say that child needs help, or that child, something's wrong and they need special ed. Most of the time it was the fact that the child didn't have any school experience. They didn't know how to play school.
All the development is learned through relationship. So that's really powerful. If you can't build a relationship, then you can't learn. It's so much harder to learn. So relationship piece is a huge piece of this. And when you have staff that only stay with you for a handful of months, it's really hard for those children to build those relationships at school because they're continually having to change teachers and to start that process all
So
over.
the after-school program was a lot more than just a place for kids to hang out after school. This particular program was designed specifically to try to touch children all the way from preschool age all the way through high school and give them a progressive environment and a family that you could connect to within the broader community that allowed you to learn some things that you might not have been exposed to just being at home.
United for Children is a tremendous resource for child care centers in the area because we can provide that high quality professional development where we are using the most current research available in early childhood, and we're providing hands-on opportunities for the teachers to practice those skills as well as coaching to implement them in their classroom.
The families working with the teachers and how we can help them to communicate, document, and move the child into a way that's successful for both of them so that kids don't get kicked out, so that they find goodness of fit between them and the program, and so that the adults feel more confident and competent.
So, with a program like ours, we can give those kids who normally or previously were in home or family or friend, in-home family, friend, or neighbor care, and they weren't getting any large group or group activities or formal instruction, we can give them that
The
step.
more children that you can mentor and train and focus in the right direction is going to provide a stronger workforce, is going to provide stabler students who are going to enter into post-secondary
We've
education.
really been emphasizing with some other research that has been done about us being brain builders. And that's what teachers are doing. They're building brains. They're building these children to become amazing citizens. And
But
why
doing
wouldn't you?
more with the directors that support the teachers, that support the families, that support these children would be beneficial. Obviously, the more that we can expand it, the more impactful it's going to be. It's great that there are a certain amount of childcare is getting this information. But ideally, it'd be great if every childcare in St. Louis was getting this.
Frederick Douglass says this: it's easier to raise strong children than it is to repair broken men. And so I'd rather us invest the time at the right phase in life and develop strong leaders from the bottom versus trying to repair broken men. I'm encouraging every person who's watching this video, I'm talking about you, go ahead and make a great investment. Large or small, you're going to transform somebody's life. Because I was one of those young people who somebody just like you made an investment in a program that's helping me now to help people all around the world. And this story can be duplicated 1,000 times if we can just get people to recognize that this is what we need to do. We need to pour into the young people.